Hello, my friends. Greetings from Magusa or Famagusta, depending which language you use in Northern Cyprus. And now I am embarking on some interesting journey. I am taking a bus to Lefkosia or Nicosia, from there to Paphos, and from Paphos I found a plane ticket for €5 to Jordan, to Amman in Jordan. And that's one of the reasons. We are just leaving now. So that's our bus. And one of the reasons was that I found it for €5. But I always wanted to visit Jordan anyway, so I was happy to take that opportunity. And that is the thing which I told you in my previous videos, why I need that PCR test. Because this is first time after vaccination I need to make a PCR test. Normally it never happens. If you have a vaccination you don't need a test, but Jordan is requiring it. And initially I thought, no, I will boycott that idea and I will leave Jordan for some later time. But then I thought, I don't have any better options where to go from Cyprus. I could go to many places, but not really good options. And this is only €5. Why should I be so, stubborn over that idea? Let's just calculate how much it costs altogether and see if it's worth or not. And then I calculated. And indeed, in Northern Cyprus I found extremely cheap PCR test for €8.50. So that one, together with ticket €5, doesn't make that huge money. So why not take it? And I got the ticket, I got the vaccination, and now I'm embarking in a little bit crazy journey, because this morning, early in the morning, I left Girne or Kyrenia in Northern Cyprus, and I went to Magusa, to this city. I walked quite a lot. Now I am going to Nicosia. From there I will need to walk through city on my foot across the border to the southern Cyprus, the Republic of Cyprus, from Northern Cyprus through the UN buffer zone, the no man's land. Then I will need to find another bus, and I'll see, maybe it will be a bus straight to Paphos, maybe I find a bus to Limassol or Larnaca, and from there to Paphos. So sometime late evening or later evening I should be in Paphos. Then from there I will take a bus for €1.50 to Paphos airport. I already used it before, so I know how it works. And then I will be at the evening in airport. I'll do some work there and I'll stay overnight in airport. That's a bit crazy. I usually try to avoid these things, but in this time I think it was worth it, because my flight is very early in the morning, very early. I'm not sure if that early I would get any bus at all, so I would have to take taxi. It would be expensive to get to the airport from hostel. Cheapest hostel in Paphos was €18 when I looked. It wasn't cheap. So €18, then probably taxi, which is again money. is quite expensive, and I would have maybe 3 or 4 hours time to sleep only in my hostel anyway. So I thought, what's the point of paying that money for that? I just better go straight to airport in the evening and sleep there somewhere. Then I googled and found one website which describes how is it to sleep in each airport, and Paphos airport was quite nice actually in their reviews, so probably it should be not too bad. I have slept in airports a couple times before, more than couple. And yeah, it all depends what kind of place do you find, how cold it is. If I find a place where I can stretch my hammock, I'll be happy, like perfect. But we'll see, we'll find what's the best, and I'll be tired enough to fall asleep in practically any place anyway, so shouldn't be that bad, hopefully. So friends, that's it for now, and I'll keep you updated how things go with this journey from Northern Cyprus, very eastern side of it, through all the country, little bit, literally from the very east side to the very southwestern side to Paphos, and then the flight to Jordan itself. We are leaving Magusa or Famagusta, and everything seems to be nice. I'm definitely not going to make for that early bus to Paphos, so it will be either my late bus to Paphos direct, or I will take some sooner bus to some other city, Limassol or Larnaca, and from there I'll get another bus to Paphos. That's quite huge. And do you recognize this site? They're the same drawings which we saw from across the buffer zone from the other side, from the south side of Nicosia. And here we are driving quite close to them. In the northern part we are approaching Nicosia or Nicosia, the north side of it. We'll be arriving very soon.
Araba orada.
Bu yandaki araba, yandaki arabanın içinde, cibin içinde.
Köpek var cipin içinde.
Yok o arkasında var içinde değildir o.
Bir bilet. Teşekkürler. That was narrow, but I squeezed through. Nice. We have arrived in Lefkosia, or Northern Nicosia. But yeah, there is good thing and there is a bad thing. Good thing is that we arrived, everything good, smoothly, nicely, and I got to eat before I was leaving, and everything is nice in that regard. But the bad thing is that this was next bus, not the one which I wanted, and that next bus was driving quite slowly, although there were no traffic jams. It was just slow, I don't know. And instead of 1 hour, it took 1.5 hours to arrive. So it is clear that I'm missing also the next bus, which I could be taking from the south side of Nicosia. So that's not happening either. But I still have options. It's just not as good as I was thinking it will be. So let's walk towards the border control, get through the border, get to the bus station of the south side. On the way we can look on the old cannons, and let's see what time we arrive there at the bus station and what are our options from there. I'm thinking if it's worth taking a bus to probably Limassol, not Larnaca, because it will be dark, and although I haven't been in Larnaca, it would be nice to see it. I won't see in the darkness anyway anything, and I won't have much time either, so probably no point of going to Larnaca, because it's a little bit longer detour than going through Limassol. But yeah, I'm thinking if to go to Limassol, because there's a bus which is sooner to Limassol than the last bus straight to Paphos. And I don't know, maybe I can catch some bus from Limassol straight to Paphos airport. Then it would be worth it. If not, I don't know. Maybe it's not even worth the hassle of changing the buses. I can simply just go, and actually I can take this route. That wouldn't be bad. So instead of taking these two buses, I can just wait a bit longer and take a bus at 7 p.m. straight to Paphos. I'll think, and if I can find some more information, I'll decide depending on that. They're saying hi, I was waving them back. Nice people. In this shop you can buy all kinds of military stuff for tourists probably, including the UN peacekeeping forces, Blue Beret. These are some nice streets, what do you think? Well, some crazy buildings on top of you. Maybe let's not walk exactly under it, although I don't think it's that bad. Nice, what can I tell you? And this is a church which I missed. Well, kind of missed. I missed it on my map, but I didn't miss it in terms of visiting it, because that's the place where the exhibition was. Remember on my North Nicosia video, or Lefkosia video, I was in that exhibition, but I didn't realize that it's the church. And after that I was looking on my map, and I was seeing that there's a church which I didn't visit, but which was in my map, and that's the same thing apparently. I'm slowly approaching the Lidra Street checkpoint, border control point, buffer zone crossing point, I should probably say. I can never remember how to call these things in a politically correct way, because yeah, that's all the history, how to call that thing. That buffer zone where UN peacekeeping forces are controlling the peace between the north and the south. And yeah, I'm slowly approaching that crossing point where I'll be able to cross into south, hopefully. Should be. And then from there to find another bus, southern bus, Greek Cypriot bus towards Paphos, or maybe directly to Paphos. We'll see. Well, I think that must be it. Yeah, I recognize even. I should get ready my passport. I remember this place. So, I took my camera in my stealth mode, and let's see what happens here. Oh no, it's on this side. Here everything is on the left side. Hello. Teşekkürler. So it was very quick. I am through the Turkish side, and now I just have to go through the no man's land, the buffer zone. But we won't see any UN peacekeeping forces here. But if I would try to wander behind those bars, or those bars on this street, which is the buffer zone, then it would be a problem. And I would encounter peacekeeping forces. It's a very long queue. We'll have to wait. But I should be in time for my bus anyway.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay.
Thank you. You saw, guys, that was even easier. And the Nicosian cats again. Hey cat. There are a lot of you around. Yeah. Nice. You saw, that was even simpler and easier. He didn't even scan the passport, didn't even check anything. He just looked, probably he wanted to see which country is it, and just go. No vaccination, no PCR test, nothing. Very simple. But getting back is a little bit trickier. The Turkish side wants vaccination. So if you don't have it, it won't be that simple. So we are in Europe again. We were in Asia, on the north side of Cyprus Island, Northern Cyprus. And now we're back in Europe, and not just Europe, but European Union. How cool is that? Get through the buffer zone and you are in a different continent technically. Funny. Okay guys, this is Lidra Street, and we'll be going through this Lidra Street to the city walls, and then a little bit to the right. You probably already know the geography of this place if you have seen my previous videos. And there we will have our bus station. And then it's a question which bus to take, but we'll find out when we see there what's there. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. This is the end of the Lidra Street. Well, I don't know, maybe it continues on that side of the city wall. But in any case, that's the city wall. The bright lighted place, the square. That's the place where I wanted to climb to get a bit better view, and I was immediately whistled by a whistle by a policeman that I should get down immediately. That's that place. And there, I don't know, can you see it? Behind those palm trees, those lights, that's the bus station. Quite a lot of colors here. Nice, nice Europeans, you have built something here. I just got out of Asia for a short, quick time, and I'll be boarding in Paphos an airplane to go back to Asia, or Middle East, whatever you call it. Both North Cyprus, Northern Cyprus and Jordan often is called part of Middle East. So that is our bus station, and let's see. And let me guess, that tableau still doesn't work. What do you think? Yes, of course. Website is not available. Of course. So let me see, one of those buses could be ours. Where does it go? From this side will be easier to get around those people. Limassol, yeah, that's Limassol. Okay. And what is this? Nicosia. Obviously it has just arrived instead of going away. Let's see. Instead of waiting 1.5 hours here for the direct bus, I think I might just go to Limassol and see from there. Time-wise it could be just a little bit better, but it won't be sitting and waiting in nowhere, because I don't have anything to do here anyway. And I have a slight chance that I might get, I don't know if there is such a thing, but maybe there is such a thing as bus from Limassol directly to Paphos airport. And if I catch that thing, it would be really good. If not, I might be just a little bit ahead of time, instead of waiting for the 7 p.m. bus, I mean, directly to Paphos. And they're taking pretty much the same route, the Paphos bus needs to go through Limassol. Just it doesn't go into the center of it, but other than that, it's pretty much the same route. So I'll go for it, I think. And I might ask also driver if there is a bus to airport directly from Limassol or Limassol. Is there a bus from Limassol to Paphos airport directly?
No.
I need to take from Limassol to Paphos.
You go to St. George Magusa, from there you take the bus to go airport.
From Limassol to airport?
5 kilometers.
5, okay. So from Limassol I go where?
Go St. George Magusa, the bus stop St. George Magusa. From there you go straight to the airport. You change the bus, you go there.
There is straight bus to airport from there.
From there, yeah.
We are moving nicely with the bus. Just came out of Nicosia towards Limassol. But there are tricky things as well. I was asking the bus driver if there is a bus straight to Paphos airport from Limassol. He said yes, from Magusa station. And Magusa station is something like 50 or even 50 minutes or an hour walk from the center where this bus stops. It's in the middle of nowhere. And he said from there I can get a bus to the airport. But I found out online, because this is European Union, I have internet again in my phone for the short moment while I'm in this country. I found out that the buses to airport are expensive, €9 instead of 4. But okay, that wouldn't be the worst, because for this €4 bus I will then have to take another bus to airport, which costs €1.50, and it takes time because you go back and forth. But the biggest problem is that I found online the schedule for the bus, the timetable, and at 5 p.m. goes the last one. And now it's already 6 p.m. When we will be there, it will be something like 6:45 probably. And that bus driver is directing me to take taxi to that airport. Of course I wouldn't take taxi. I would try to find a bus. If not, I would walk. But imagine I would be walking there for 1 hour just to find that there are no buses. That the last bus went at 5 p.m. Not good. But that's okay, at least we found it out. And probably it means that I will go with this bus to the center, or even to the main bus station. And from there I will take the regular €4 bus to Paphos center. And from there I take a city bus for €1.50 to airport, and then I'll be in airport probably slightly little bit faster than if I would be waiting the 7 p.m. bus. Yeah, I will be faster, I think, depending how long I have to wait for the next bus. I mean faster than if I would wait for the 7 p.m. bus, the direct one from Nicosia to Paphos. So yeah, looks good. It was a bit confusing while I was figuring this out, but now it looks good. We are already driving on the streets of Limassol, and it's not too long when we will be arriving already. So we are approaching bus stop called Agio Antonio, which means Saint Antonio. So, yes, perfect, thank you. The bus driver was helping me out at the end. He came in the previous stop station, and then he said I should take taxi from there to that middle of nowhere station. And then I said to him that I found out that there are no buses today anymore, the last is gone. He looked a little bit disappointed, but he understood that, yeah, he didn't know it. And then he recommended me to get out in this Agio Antonio, Saint Anthony bus station. I think it's probably called like that because of that church. You see that church which I showed you on my Limassol video, if you saw it. That's called St. Anthony Church, Agio Antonio. So yes, they like this 4th century desert father who lived in a cave in desert. Oh, I got a fright. But it's Larnaca. I was thinking it can't be mine, because mine should be in something like 40 minutes time. So I have some moment to wander around a little bit. I already checked what time the bus is. It's 7:30 p.m. from the main station, but that main station is also a little bit of middle of nowhere, basically the big passenger ferry port. So he said it's better to change here, and it might be, maybe it's better because it's a little bit of traffic and I might be a little bit late there for that bus. Here I'll definitely catch it because he comes through here. So all good, my friends. Let's walk a little bit around on the nightly Limassol streets, see what's interesting, and wait for our next bus to Paphos. But this bus goes to Paphos Municipal Market, that bus station, and all the buses from Municipal Market to airport are gone as well. They're not going there anymore. It's too late. It will be too late by the time I get there. But there is another bus from Harbor to airport. I might take that one, but it will be very late. So I'm thinking about one idea. And by the way, it wouldn't be any better if I would be taking that late bus, direct bus to Paphos from Nicosia. It wouldn't be better. It would be a little bit worse even. Kind of the same almost. Not far. So it wouldn't help. But I'm thinking about one idea. Here's that mosque, which we... What is that shadow? From where is it? Looks like some wire in the way, but there's no wire. Okay, it's closed. Well, makes sense, it's a bit late. But yeah, that's the mosque which we didn't look on the previous time when we were walking on Limassol street. So, I'm thinking about one other option. I'll try to talk my driver into one slight adventure, if he would agree to that. In Ireland they wouldn't, definitely. But here maybe they are a little bit more relaxed. Could he drop me out on highway exit closest to town? We have such friends as well walking on the nightly streets of Limassol. Oh, that's an interesting palm. So, could he drop me out in highway exit nearest to town, probably I should say village, Timi? And Timi, by the way, in Greek means, it's a very honorable word. It means respect, honor, something of that sort. I don't know how to translate it exactly in English. So, would be interesting. There's a big refugee camp, so I don't know how much honor or respect I could expect there or give. But anyway, it doesn't matter. The thing is that if he would drop me out on that Timi, near Timi, I could walk from there to Timi in something like 20 minutes. And from there I would have two options. If I'm tired and if the buses are coming, and I could that way catch the previous city bus. From there it's very near. I could take a bus to airport, and that would save me going all the way to Paphos and then again back. Or if I feel that I'm not so tired and the weather is nice, here it looks to be nice, on this coast is better rather than on that coast. Here you see there were almost no rains, little bit somewhere, some places where water is left still, but nothing compared to that which we saw there on the north and east. I was looking on the weather forecast maps as well, so it said the same. So, yeah, if I would feel not as tired, and if the weather would be good, which it hopefully should be, according to forecast, I could even walk all the way to airport from that exit near Timi, because it's 5.5 kilometers. And although I have walked today, but I have been sitting in buses for the last time and will be sitting for one more bus. So it was 1.5 hours from Magusa to Lefkosia or Nicosia. Nicosia. 1.5 hours. So then it was roughly 1.5 hours, no more, pretty much 2 hours, almost 2 hours, from Nicosia or Lefkosia to here, Limassol or Limassol, and then from here to Paphos should be okay. We saw this place already in the daylight. Now we can see how this castle looks at night. So will be something like 1.5 hour again from here to Paphos. To Timi a little bit less. But yeah, I might be rested well enough, so I might just walk these 5.5 kilometers straight to the airport. But I'll see. It's very likely that the driver won't agree to drop me out in the highway, and in that case I would have to go to Paphos all the way, and there I would have to walk a good stretch through Paphos from municipal station to the harbor station, the Kato station I think it was called, and from there I would take the city bus, which would be already very late, to airport. But yeah, these are my thoughts about the next steps, and they would be pretty much the same steps, well, exactly the same steps, in case if I would be taking that direct bus from Nicosia to Paphos. What do you think about these kind of places? Quite nice. Quite, how do you call it, warm and homey feeling. Oh, you don't feel the warmth probably through the screen from these gas fires. And the castle, nice. But I think I'll look on my watch. What time is it? I shouldn't be talking too much. I don't want to miss that bus. Yeah, I have plenty of time. I can walk around it. Wouldn't be any problem. Of course, cats should be there as well. What would be this place without cats? It's amazing how much warmth comes from this light, this fire. Do I need more euros? No, I don't think. I have enough of them for all my Middle East and North African travels for the next 3 or 4 months. I don't think I will need more euros. If I would never be able to use ATM machines, I might run into little trouble, but I don't think it will be the case. In one of all those countries, I should find at least one ATM machine which works. So should be good. Yeah. This is actually, let me check my watch and my map again, instead of just walking back. Should we walk through the port and see how that looks in the night? We saw it during the day, friends. Did you remember? Do you remember? Might be beautiful, maybe. Let's see if we can afford to make that loop. They're getting ready for Christmas here. No snow, guys, no snow. I don't miss it. Oh, this olive, is it olive tree? Looks like it is. I can't see in this dark. It's so beautiful. You see the trunk and how it's enlightened? No, that's probably enlightened. It couldn't be enlightened. Enlightened. But nice. Lit, probably, that's a term. Could it be, yeah? Okay. So yeah, I don't think I will go all the way through harbor. That would be a little bit risky, and I don't want to risk with this bus. But let's just take another street, kind of parallel to the one which we took when we came here, and maybe see something else on the way. If you want to smoke, guys, you can do it here, although I don't think it is a very clever idea, but you can do it if you want. Who am I to teach you how to live? And what's here? Oh, kind of nice place. I think it looks like, to me it feels like quite typical European Mediterranean kind of environment. It's a bit different from the Turkish and Middle Eastern and that kind of environment where we spent the last days in Northern Cyprus. But it's nice, Can't complain. What do you think? Do you like lights? Whoa! That one is stressed out like crazy. I don't know what happened to him. Did you hear his voice? Didn't sound very nice. That's probably some local place where to hang out. And this way I will actually catch a little bit of the harbor, but I won't be going all the way to the promenade. It would be too risky. We might miss that bus. This is loud. This is loud, guys. But that's what you probably like. That's why you sit there. If you like it, why not? The harbor in the night. First drops of rain. It was forecast to start only in the middle of night. Not now. Well, actually it was in Paphos, not here, so who knows, here might be different. In any case, for us it's time to go to bus. The small boat with a big anchor. And what anchor? Well, it's not your Admiralty type anchor. That's a proper mud anchor. The mushroom type anchor, which lightships sometimes use. Well, not so small probably, but if your lightship is that size, it would sink your ship even. Not just be enough. Yeah, lights, lights, lights. And lots of Russian tourists. Do you remember this place? When we came here, when it was light, the last time we were in Limassol with you. And that's the church of Saint Anthony, Ecclesia Agio Antonio, which we then saw in daylight from inside and outside. And now I won't be showing you it from inside. For one, it is closed, and second reason, I don't want to miss my bus. What do you think about it, how it looks at night? Nothing special, kind of nice, something of that sort. And that's that mosque. And we are very close to the bus station, bus stop, which I need. And we still have about 10 minutes or so, but I don't want to push this and risk, because theoretically this is the last bus, I think. I'm not exactly sure that there is nothing else going towards my direction, but let's not try it. Let's get on time for this one. In Cyprus, they quite early, especially on Sundays, they stop their traffic, the public transport traffic, quite early in the evenings, so not a good idea to leave it for the night. It should be good. Let's wait for the bus now. So that's our Paphos bus. Let's get the money out. I was counting but misunderstanding what is what. I misunderstand 1 lira for 2 euros, and that would be a problem. We are driving out of Paphos now. No, sorry, Paphos. Towards Paphos, out of Limassol. And I have good news and bad news. Good news is that bus is on time and everything is nice. And I'm going to Paphos. So this was the last riskiest thing which could happen today. Once I'm in Paphos, I will, one way or another, get to airport somehow. I couldn't take taxi from all the way from north and northeast, but in the worst case from Paphos I can even take taxi and I wouldn't spoil my budget completely, but I'll try to avoid it, of course. But the bad news is that the driver completely refused to let me out in the highway exit. He said it's impossible, he is not allowed to do it. The first stop for him is Paphos, and that's it. So unfortunately I'll have to go all the way to Paphos and then get back to airport, and I will probably have to wait quite a bit for that next bus, and I'll have to walk through Paphos to the other bus station where that bus is departing from, because from this bus station all the buses to airport are finished today already. So it is a little bit of hassle, a little bit of waste of time, but on the other hand it will be a nice walk probably, and I can't be late for my plane anyway, it's only in the early morning. So good enough. This is that middle of nowhere station, from which we could get direct and expensive buses to Paphos airport, but they're all gone today, so no point. Let's keep going. So that's my bus leaving, and I must tell you, I'm impressed how helpful are Cypriots. Yeah, thank you. Ευχαριστώ. They are so helpful, these Cypriots. Amazing, I can't believe. Even she was helping and saying that it's here. So I wait for 618. It is within this city. I'm in Paphos now, by the way. That was crazy. What happened? I was looking that I won't... Okay, I should start with that thing. I have one bus from Paphos harbor to airport at 9 p.m, which is in 15 minutes or so. And my bus will arrive at municipal market. This bus from Larnaca, which I just exited here, it should arrive at 9 o'clock also. So, and there is a good distance to walk, so no way I could get there. So I figured out, because I saved the route how I was going by bus when I was coming from the airport previous time, and I saw that there are like there is one route going like this and another route going like this, and the two kinks kind of are close. These two kind of half loops are very close, and I wanted to exit there, and I said, can you stop here, and I would like to catch that bus. And he said, no, it will be very difficult there, but he can tell me which bus goes, city bus goes from municipal market to harbor, and it will be very quickly, less than 10 minutes, and you'll be in municipal market to harbor. Did I say it right? Municipal market to harbor. Less than 10 minutes you'll be there. But the question is, it is 610, I think, 610. And the question is, when does it go? If it goes now, I'll get there. If not, I'll have to wait. 10:30, I think, was the next bus. 10 p.m. 30 instead of 9. So long wait. Not end of the world for me, but just long wait, unneeded. And what happened next? He said, go on this website and look when the next one is, but that one didn't work. And this all happens in the bus while he's driving. I'm sitting near him and he's saying, okay, this website didn't work. Then he said, I'll give you a number to call that company and ask the dispatcher there. He gives me a number, I'm calling, and it says it's wrong number, probably because it's foreign. I need to put something there or whatever. Is this 618 which is coming? If it is, I need to get it. Yes, it is. It is. Evcharisto. So what happened next? I was calling from my phone and there it says it's a wrong number, and the bus driver just gives me his phone number and says call from mine. That's already something which I don't think everybody would do. Okay, I'm calling from his, and he already put the number in, so I just call. And I was speaking to the dispatcher, and dispatcher says that there's one bus at 10 minutes to 9, but it might not get on time. It kind of goes to, it should be around 9 at the harbor, but at 9 that one is leaving, so I might miss it. And what he said, you know, the dispatcher on the phone, he said, don't worry, I can call the driver now and I'll ask him to wait for you, but I need to call him first and I'll call you back. Is that okay? And I said, no, sorry, this is not my phone. Can I give you my phone number? He said, yes. I'm trying to give my Irish phone number. He says, oh no, it's international, I won't be able to call you on that. And at the end it didn't work. But imagine, the dispatcher was ready to ask the bus driver to wait for me, and even though it wasn't a big deal, the other bus would wait for me while I'm taking that bus, the 610. And then the driver who gave me the phone, he said, you know, there's another bus, I see it's coming, 618. I'll get you out in this bus stop and stay in the same bus stop. That will get you even quicker. So now I'm in this 618 and I think I should be approaching already that bus stop. Yeah, I think he will turn and that will be it. And I should have a bit more than a couple minutes left till 9 o'clock when my airport bus leaves. So crazy. Imagine how they help. Bus driver gives me phone, he talks while driving, he gives me the address, gives me the phone number, then he gives me his phone physically so I can call from his phone while he's driving. Then the dispatcher on the phone, he says, I can ask bus to wait for you while you're getting another bus. That's crazy. Can you imagine this? It's the first time I see something like that. And I didn't really needed it that much, and I didn't say that I'm really hurrying. They just wanted to be nice and helpful, and they are nice and helpful. What can I say? Wonderful people. Okay, that was kind of my advertisement for Cypriot people. They're wonderful people. Like, I didn't deserve or didn't ask for it, but they just want to help. Amazing. So this is the harbor stop. That's 615. but I need 612 or 613 and I don't see it. I still have 5 minutes left, but I don't see it. It's not a good sign. Not a good sign. What could it be? Oh, there is... No, here is a good sign, you see. And this one even works. That's amazing. 612 Aeroporto. And it said 3 minutes. So that's definitely good. Ah, here it is again. 612, 3 minutes. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Let's see where it is. Amazing, it worked. Well, not yet, but it looks like it should be. I was asking the driver to double check. He said it will stop there, 9 o'clock. Nice. One more confirmation that everything is fine. It's actually not Aeroporto, but Aerodromio. The same thing. Aerodromio. Ah, there. That will be it. I see it already. Paphos Airport, even in English. And it's nice, in southern part of Cyprus it's quite easy to communicate because everybody speaks English. Well, maybe not everybody, but almost everybody. All the drivers, at least, whom I have been talking to, they speak English. And quite good English. Where is he going? Okay. Thank you. I was worrying that he is going away already. Okay, thank you.
It's the last part.
It's the last, yeah. Nice. Hello, airport.
€3.50.
I thought it's 150. It's because 9 o'clock, yeah? Okay. Ευχαριστώ. The price is not €1.50 but €2.50 because it's after 9 o'clock, so it's more expensive. Interesting. That's how it works here. But all in all, dear friends, it's amazing and nice. I got on this bus at 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. and this one will get me to the airport. I was already thinking that I will probably be getting the 10:30, if I remember correctly, 10:30 p.m. only with that bus, which would be a longer walk through the town and waiting after that, so it wouldn't be half as nice. And now it's perfect, without any waiting, one bus after another, all in one row. How do you say it? Nice people. We are getting somewhere, and this long journey will slowly be getting to an end, and I'll be getting to airport. Well, and then another journey will start from the airport. Today I was taking how many buses? 1, 2, 3, 4 big buses and 2 city buses. In the morning I took something like 1.5 hour, which was meant to be 1 hour, I think, but it was 1.5 at the end. Dolmuş from Girne to Magusa. Then from there I was then exploring Magusa, Varosha, and then from there we started this journey which I am showing you on this video. One bus to Lefkosia, then I crossed the border into south in Nicosia, then from there bus to Limassol, short walk in Limassol, then from Limassol bus to Paphos, and in Paphos one city bus to the harbor, and from harbor we are getting this beast, which will get us all the way to the very airport. Nice. And there's no rain here, which is also good. Somewhere here I think should be the turn. Yeah, and I think I see it already. Well, I can't show you. That one is the bus stop which I would be waiting in if I were to walk that distance from that stop where I wanted to exit my bus, my long distance bus. It would be something like 2-kilometer walk, and I would have something like 35 or 40 minutes for that. So I would have made it that as well without much issues. But probably that driver didn't believe or couldn't believe that I might figure out how to walk and where the bus stop is, because it's in the middle of nowhere. But yeah, all in all it was all good and nice, and it worked. And here we are driving through Timi. Well, not exactly through, but kind of through one side of it, and here we should be turning right, and there will be a stop. You see this place, middle of nowhere place, nothing around. There is that small town, but we have left it already, and here is just road. And in this very bus stop I would be waiting if the intercity bus driver would have agreed to let me out on that highway exit, something like 2 kilometers from here. So it's funny, I have now researched this area quite well. I know where I can pass which field through which road and get from one bus to another. And those lights somewhere there, well, it won't be visible. Further there, not these closer ones, are the airport lights already, but it's something like 3 kilometers from here, maybe 4. And this is already the airport. We'll probably be stopping somewhere here. Yes. Evcharisto. So that was it, my friends. Aerolimenas Paphos. Aerolimenas, so literally airport, not aerodromio. Aerodromio would be aerodrome. Is there such a word in English or no? This was exactly the same bench where I was sitting and waiting bus. Yeah, the same 612 bus in the same place. Maybe you remember it? When I was just coming out of Ireland, just coming out of airport, coming from Ireland. I'm tired probably. And going to Paphos first time in Cyprus. So Now I'm going back to the airport. Departures. That should be ours. But not this evening. First we need to find where to sleep. And let's see what a good place we can find here. That's a good question. Where? That side looks like there is nothing. I can always try to occupy one of those check-in desks and sneak behind them, but it is tricky and you never know when somebody will find out and make a noise because of that, and it's very high likelihood that in the morning they might start preparing for check-in very early and wake me up at some 3 or 4 o'clock maybe, I don't know. It doesn't actually seem, well, these benches, some of them don't have these armrests which are usable for sleeping, but it is very, very, that's probably a bit better, but still it is very visible place. But I read that staff of this airport doesn't bother too much if you are sleeping. Hopefully it's true. Usually I try to find better places. Ah, that's just toilets, nothing else. Okay. Usually I try to find some better places. Like I have been sleeping in airport. There was one place where there were chairs like this, but there were another chair there, and between them there was a gap. So I put my, and in the middle of the line I put my hammock here and across there, so I was sleeping down there in that gap, and there were many chairs so nobody could see me. So that was nice. That was a good sleep, nobody disturbed at all. In one other airport I found, I wouldn't be able even to describe, but a very odd corner where nobody goes, and I found some good supports there. So like you see these kind of supports, I put my hammock stretched between them, and that worked like a charm as well. Nobody found me there. And in one other airport I did something even crazier. I came and found a prayer room which nobody disturbs normally, and that airport had reputation in the reviews online that the staff is very problematic. They always wake you up and bother you and ask where you're going and why you're sleeping and blah blah blah, all the things just to make you feel bad and not to get asleep. And there I found this prayer room, and that prayer room had some corner, odd corner, which was even divided by a curtain, so I went behind that curtain. I put something like, I don't know, 10 or 15 prayer mats, because there were something like 50 prayer mats there for Muslims. I took those prayer mats, and that's a toilet again, and made a bed, and that worked like a charm as well. Yeah, nothing there at the special baggage, and that will definitely be checked very early. Yeah, unfortunately there are not many options. Like I could sneak in behind one of those desks but I won't be very hidden anyway. Plus, so I will be found sooner or later. Plus, that's a place which is kind of not very nice to be hiding in. So I might offend somebody. Okay, friends, looks like there is nothing else. I could, of course, try to go through the security check and go to airside, but I doubt if that will be any better. I might actually read more reviews and see what other people are saying, but if nothing else, I'll go to that same place. It will be probably my best bet. Yeah, the departure gates are still open. There is one person. Yeah, one person is working there, so probably there are still some flights. And they are letting people through. But I doubt if they would let me through, because my flight is only in the morning. Okay, let's read a little bit, but most likely I suspect that it won't be worth any hassle. It's occupied already. Okay. That's the result of talking too much and walking around too much. Okay, I can take this one. And it's better than nothing. Good enough. Shouldn't complain. Armrests would be worse. Now then, my friends, I have put on myself almost everything I have in my bag, except the poncho, which is still in my sausage bag, which I'll be using as my pillow. And hopefully it is very warm here. I wasn't cold at all, but since I'll be sleeping, usually it becomes colder in the night. Also, physically for a body, when you don't move, you get cold when you sleep. That's why we have blankets normally. But also airports tend to save on their heating. What's the point of heating during night? So I hope I won't be waking up because of cold. And now it's only a question if I will be waking up because of other people, maybe. We'll see. Good morning, my friends. It's early morning already, and I have passed through the security and passport control into the airside, and now I see that it would be worth coming here yesterday actually. You see these nice sofas? I could have been sleeping here. Would be a slight degree better, but I'm not sure if they would be allowing me in yesterday evening. Would the scanner work since my flight is not so soon? Don't know, but I didn't have any information that here is better either, and there will be no going back if it's not better. So good enough. I slept on this kind of thing, you saw it. And actually, I must tell you, it wasn't even that bad. I slept very well. I woke up only once through all night, and it wasn't too bad. It wasn't my best slept night either, but it wasn't my worst night either, so no complaints, my friends, no complaints, all good. So, the security was very simple, the simplest, quickest security I probably ever had in my life. So good. Good, easy and nice. Life is good. Now it's just matter of time to wait until the gate opens and go to, let's see, oh no, here is closer. Let's see, where is my flight? You see, that's the very first one. Amman. Now is what? 4 minutes past 5 in the morning. And that's the very first which I have. Good. And here I found one more thing which I need. The charging spot. I didn't find any 220 volt socket, but these will do. Most of them were broken, but I found one where both of them work. So my power bank is already charging, and I'll put my phone to charge as soon as I stop talking to you, friends. So that was the gate which I came out, and then we have to go here and wait. An interesting system. So this is our plane. It will be only a short flight, something a little bit more than 1 hour. It's funny to say that to Jordan, in Amman in Jordan, it will be a short flight. But yeah, if we look from Europe, continental Europe, we have covered the most distance already by going to Cyprus. Here it's not far anymore. That's a good sign. She's closing the gate and I am the last one. It means I will be able to choose a place, although it looks like there are a lot of people, so I might have to stick with my own space. But if I see some space where there are 2 or even 3 seats in a row empty, I might go for it because I'm the last one. Hello. We are about to land in Amman, in Amman airport, Queen Alia airport I think it's called, and probably I will show you all the things which happens after that, the visa and everything else, in my Amman video. So this will be it for my trip from Northern Cyprus to Jordan, and see you on my next video, friends. All the best.